Good morning, y'all. We're getting out of Utah. I'm not digging Utah. I think I would have rather. I mean, the drive into Utah was pretty cool. And did you start that? The drive into Utah was pretty cool, going through the mountains, cutting through the mountains. But I think I would have rather stayed through the desert. So the grass is not always greener on the other side. There's a tornado like your mom had. We are going. We're getting out of Utah. And dude, I woke up and there's frost on my car. It's 36 degrees here, man. And look, guys, look, I'm hands-free. I invested in you guys a little bit, in my safety a little bit, and I got a dash mount for the car. That way, again, bam, I can be hands-free. The wife don't have to hold it, and we can just drive and be as safe as possible.
In 600 feet, turn left onto the I-15 North ramp to Salt Lake.
We are heading towards Salt Lake, but we are not staying in Utah, man. I'm heading back down south. I can't take the cold. We ended up in Utah, and there's snow on top of the peaks, and that sun should be out of our face in a minute. Bamzo, I think we're good there. Bam, there we go.
Merge onto I-15 North.
So my wife woke up a little bit sick. She's not real sick or anything, but she has sniffles. She feels a little bit better that we're out of the hotel room and that we're actually in a warm car. Not to say that the hotel wasn't super warm, but I think their air conditioning unit could probably use a filter change because even the back of my throat's a little bit scratchy. But yeah, guys, I can't deal with Utah right now. Absolutely not. I can't deal with snow right now, and it was poor judgment on myself. I thought I was going to shoot straight across the desert and then head almost over to Florida and then go up. And I'm like, nah, we've seen that. We've seen that. We wanted a little bit different route, so we are going to go. And that's just vibrating out the wazoo. Maybe I need to tighten that or something. How's the feed on your part? I know there's a couple guys in here. Can you see the vibration, or is the cell phone and anti-stabilization thing cutting that out? Let me know. Somebody type down below, because if that is, we might have to work on something here, because I'm trying to provide a quality show for you guys, quality video. But I know the iPhone has anti-shake and anti-stabilization, or has stabilization, plain and simple. Dude, there's snow here. I mean, it's not a lot of snow, but waking up from being in like 80s, almost 90-degree weather to frost-covered car, not my bag of tea right now, dude. I was hoping by the time I got back home, which is Pennsylvania, that we had warmer weather, at least 60s, 70s, and that's not what it is here. So we're going back down south. We're going back down south, and we are going to do the original route. Hopefully, the little up and then back down I'm going to skip the desert anyway, because that was the initial plan, and I ended up in some serious mountain terrain here. I don't know how this is going to go over. If I flip that, bam, there you can kind of see what I'm dealing with here. Perth, West Oz, good morning, brother. I'm in Utah, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. I got snow-covered peaks. My car was covered in frost this morning, and that's going from down south, New Mexico, Arizona, Cali weather. I'm going back down south. I was not ready for this in here. If I flip this around, you might be able to see there. You could probably see some of those snow-covered peaks there. The mountain range in the background. And I mean, the lower level's not covered hardcore, but I wasn't ready for this, dude. I thought, dude, we're only one state above Arizona. One state above, dude, or Nevada. I think it's Nevada, maybe. And the climate change is just ridiculous. I don't know if that's because we're up so high in elevation, but I didn't anticipate that. I figured I'd be good for a day or two until I got probably over to Chicago. What up, Jay? Utah is not that bad. I live here. The snow does suck. You're from Texas. I didn't get all that, but I can click here and click back again. So yeah, getting used to some drive safe. We are driving safe, hands-free now. I'm not holding it, and the wife's not recording me. I picked up a mount for you guys, for YouTube. again, investing in this channel, investing in you guys. But yeah, I don't know. Utah seems very much, it is pretty. 67 degrees in the UK. Dude, I can deal with 67. Build a bridge from the UK to Pennsylvania. I'm coming over, bro. It's 41 degrees here. I mean, granted, it's probably like 90 something in my car because I have it on high, and we're gonna kick that down a little bit. Feed's breaking up a bit. It may be in Australia. We have clouds and rain. Hopefully it's not breaking up for everybody. I do know that we are in mountainous terrain, and the feed wasn't good all the way through because I guess they don't have cell towers on top of the mountains. I don't know. What do you got over there?
I got 2 bars, 3 bars, 4G.
Yeah, my wife has 2 bars, 4G, so that's what we're dealing with, and I'll go ahead and flip it around that way, you guys, and I keep hitting my radio. That way you guys can see a little bit scenic route here. You've been on the road for a while. What you've been doing? Little vacation. Yeah, this is a little vacation, man. The initial vacation drive sounds good. Here you get the cold weather, you want it back home. The initial vacation was Route 66. Perth West, I think we already went over this in Australia. He knows what Route 66, I believe it was him. Just as well as Bamzo, Copper's got somebody over there. Not me, I'm hands-free. That is a cool cop car. Camaro, no, Charger. He's driving a Charger. But the initial trip was Route 66, and I believe one of my friends from UK also familiar with Route 66, so it's known worldwide, and we did it. We didn't start at Chicago at the start point. We started the next city down, and we didn't go to the end point, but we went as far as I would have liked to before we start getting into Los Angeles and whatnot. I didn't like the bigger cities, and not to say that I'm afraid of bigger cities, dude. I'm probably one of the more ghetto white guys that you can probably come across.
Vegas.
I did like Vegas. I liked Vegas, and Vegas was a pretty big city. Lights, dude. The whole squirrel effect. Look, lots to look. And Vegas was cool, man. I did enjoy Vegas. I enjoyed the main strip of Vegas, and I enjoyed the gritty, dirty part of Vegas that Paul Barger ended up taking us to, which was cool. And if you haven't checked out his channel, I know he deletes his live feeds. I wanted to ask him why he does that. I generally leave my live feeds up. I try not to curse during them. I try to keep this family friendly. That way you guys can watch this with your kids or whatnot and get a little bit of travel, get a little bit of dronage, whatever I'm doing. And I generally leave them up. I generally don't delete my live ones. He tends to delete them, so I don't know how long he's left the J Drone and Paul Barger meetup video up. It might still be up. He said he was going to leave it up for a little while. And then I'm just going to flip this around that way you guys can see. We got snow. And on the left part of the road, which my camera's kind of facing the right part of the road, there's considerable more snow over there. How many miles you clocked in Kia on your road trip so far? Good morning, brother. I don't know. I don't know, because I kept setting my trip. I kept setting the trip monitor on my car to destinations, because some of the roads that we were going on, they weren't marked, and we were going by a book. It said go 3 miles this way, turn left on a dirt road, go 1 mile that way, where there was no markers. So I really had to rely on my trip. But I got an oil change before I left home. When I got out to California, I got another oil change.
100 miles.
I was 100 miles below what Valvoline suggests for oil changes, which I think might be 3,000. So I think maybe 2,900 out,
Yep.
And now I'm clocking the same distance back, which it might be a little bit more, because my original plan to go up north and across, I'm not doing it. I'm not dealing with snow right now. So we went up north one state. Now we are going southeast. We're going southeast to run back into warm weather, and then we're probably going to head further southeast and then jump up the coast north, and maybe be able to get into some ocean. We might be able to do that. We didn't go out to California just because I've driven through Los Angeles. I've driven on the LAX, and just as well as St. Louis and all the other bigger cities. I don't like dealing with people. I really don't. And here, there's 3 lanes here that I can show you. I can get over to the 3rd lane. That way I can show you all 3 lanes. I like driving on this. I'll give Utah that. I like driving on your roads. There's nobody on this road, man. And that was Route 66. There was nobody on the road where I didn't have to deal with aggressive drivers. I didn't have to deal with idiots. And I was just cruise and relax. This is definitely a relaxing road. So Utah, you have nice mountains and you have nice roads. We want some more medical. Not me, dude. The little lady over here, let's see. Little lady over here, I don't know if that'll rotate completely. Bam, you can see her blonde hair. There she is. That's all her, man. And it's not for, even for the people that's super recreational, dude, not knocking on you at all. By all means, recreate. But for her, it's more medical. It's more medical. She has high anxiety, and myself, I get a little bit anxious. I can deal with it a little bit. She gets a little bit anxious, and then she gets really anxious. So that's the whole reason that we went into a dispensary, is so she can legally medicate without having to go into prescriptions and whatnot, and Xanax and all that other stuff like that. But yeah, so I did a video. Paul Barger, the dude that I met, he also, I believe, did a video. He was told he couldn't do a video and did it anyway. Yeah, I'd rather smoke than take. Exactly. And that's a lot of people's take, because a lot of the pharmaceutical, big pharma, they're gonna overcharge you, but you also take the risk of what some people they know have ran, and even myself, when I got into a car accident, I got prescribed muscle relaxers, I got prescribed painkillers. You have your birds to tell you. Yes, dude, my drones kill anxiety and depression for me. I very rarely get depressed too, but when that happens, fly, I'm good. But yeah, dude, so I've had some friends throughout the course of the time, and including myself, where I've been on muscle relaxers and I've been on painkillers, and I might sneeze, so if I sneeze, bear with me. Drones are the best, and it's dangerous water there, just for the simple fact that when your prescription runs out, America, huge, you can drive from one end. Yep. Yeah, no, well, we're not straight driving. We like to see stuff. But you take a risk with prescriptions, because, like me, I have an addictive personality. You guys see that with the drones. I'm head over heels with drones. I'm addicted to drones. Somebody help me. But when I was on medication and those prescriptions wore off, what do? I'm addicted to the medication now. I want to get high some more. And that's what people do. Unfortunately, I never got super bad, like I know some of my friends who have passed got super bad, where they turn to heroin, where they turn to opium, where they turn to harder drugs to supplement what Big Pharma gave them. So I mean, if you can legally medicate with a little bit of marijuana, I would say that'd be the way to go, just like a lot of people would agree with me here, I'm sure, and a lot of people have. So that's my take on marijuana. And I don't smoke. I don't consume it anymore. I used to. But am I an advocate for legalize it? Absolutely I am. Here, we'll give you a little bit more scenic route here instead of my beard. Looking at my beard, the scenery's nice out here. Not gonna lie, Utah is a pretty state, but I don't want to be in the weather, guys. I don't want to be in the weather whatsoever yet. I have been there and let's see. Okay, I'm having a hard time reading here. Can you pull it up, or you can read it?
It's buffering and cutting out bad, and so.
Okay, I'm sorry if it's cutting out bad on you, Perth West. Hopefully it's not cutting out bad on everyone else. I'm showing that it's pretty clear here. I haven't got a buffering spot yet. So hopefully that's not the case with everybody. What's going on, Flying Jersey? We're running from Utah. We are running from Utah. We are running from this beautiful state right here. Somebody said, yep, I love something. We're running from the beautiful state here, just so I can get out of here. Just smoked 2, been clean for 4 months. Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm clean from everything for, I'm gonna say probably 7 years. I don't even drink alcohol anymore, man. And that's just me. And if anybody, you running from Utah, it's chasing you. It is chasing me. I don't know if you can see in the back window back there. It absolutely is chasing me. I'm running into it. I'm running away from it, and we're heading back down south. I'm not ready for snow yet. My wife wasn't ready for snow. I wasn't ready for a frost-covered car. I have not had a drink in 2 years. Drone review. Kudos to you, brother. Myself, I haven't either. Again, it relates to that addictive personality. What?
When you're on, when you're, never mind, I got it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, hey, alcohol's legal. Marijuana's legal in a lot of states. I don't knock anybody for doing it. Even if you're in a state where marijuana is illegal, I'm not knocking you, yo. It's personal choices and whatnot, and I choose not to. My wife, if she can do it legally, she chooses to. So that's where it is. And again, this is beautiful country out here we are running away from, but we are running away from it for a reason. I don't like the cold. Soloperdale sounds like a drink that you would get at the gas station. Been off that stuff for 17 years, flying Jersey. Very happy to hear that, brother. And I think having a routine and having a constructive hobby, having something to occupy your time was the biggest thing for me to straight line. And to be a productive member of society, if you want to say that, kind of be a crazy productive member of society on my part anyway. But like, you have to have something to do, because when I was a reefer head, that's all I did. That is all I did. I woke up, I smoked, I rolled, I smoked, and I smoked some more. I called my friends over and I smoked. Then we smoked, and before I went to bed, I smoked, and then when I woke up, I smoked. That's what it was. That dude, like, the way I am with drones is the way I am with a lot of things when I get involved in it, and it was counterproductive. It went from high school smoking, yeah, having a good time, going exploring, to exactly the commercial that when you are a reefer head, that won't happen. That happened. I was that dude melting into the couch, just smoking. I mean, I enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed it. Bam, look at this mountain, dude. It's a little bit hard to see off in the distance. I'm sure you can see the white peaks. Somebody wrote something long.
I went to do a road trip with my wife after she has her first kid. Did it cost a lot? I've only been to Florida one time. I want to drive all over the U.S.
Okay, to drive all over the United States. To drive all over the United States, you need one thing. Well, to start off with, and I highly suggest this one thing. You need a good companion. Because if you don't have a good companion, I know you said it's your wife, and hopefully you and your wife have a good relationship and whatnot, and you can stand being next to one another for hours on end, you're good. All right, so once you have that, you have the good companion, you're good to start going. 2, you want to pack light. You want to pack light just because along your trips you're going to acquire things. If you want to be lucrative, which we did once, and my wife's back hurt like all heck, if you have the vehicle to sleep in, dude, that's going to save you a lot of money. Did it cost a lot of money? It didn't cost a lot of money, but it cost a lot of money. Somebody wrote something.
Me and my wife have been together 11 years.
Okay, I don't know how long my wife and I
We've been together for about 11, 12 years.
We've been together for about 11, 12 years, is that right? I think it's longer. Because I think my wife and I were together since I'm like 19 years old. So I think it's longer than 11, 12 years, but that's good. So the next thing you need, obviously money. I would save, like 12.
Yeah, so then it's almost 13.
Yeah, so about 13 years we've been together. Somebody wrote something.
I had the same problem when I was younger. I had to quit for my goals.
Yep. Yeah, man. And that's, I'll touch on that too. Somebody else wrote something.
Where are you peeps headed now?
We're heading out of this beautiful country called Utah. I don't know if you, Kristen, do you know the exact destination?
Johnson City, Kansas.
Johnson City, Kansas. We are heading to Johnson City, Kansas. It's going to be about a 10 to 11 hour drive that we are heading there. But yeah, so as far as the trip goes, if you are one way out, then I'd save like 2 G's to be safe.
At one point, maybe more than that.
Hold
depending
on.
on how they're going to be.
All right, my wife is trying to direct me, but if you're just going straight out and you have money coming in, that when you get out there, you have money that you are generating, which most people don't. Myself, I'm fortunate that I do. My wife, she's kind of fortunate that she kind of does and whatnot. Or if you're lucrative and you know how to make money on the road, and I'm not saying panhandling, but if you want to go down that route, by all means. There's ways to make money on the road too.
0.4 miles.
0.4 miles, I'm going to the right. But so all right, if you're going one way out, I say save 2 G's. $2,000 if you're living lucratively and you're not spending money on every museum that you see, which we didn't. We did a lot of free. We did a lot of free sightseeing, which is what I suggest you to do if you are going to do that.
More than 2,000.
I know, I'm getting to that. So one way out, let's see, 2 stacks can do. One way out, 2 stacks can do if you have money coming in once you get there. Which way am I turning, left or right? Turning right. If you have excess money that you are going to have when you get out there. So in total, if you're going to do a cross country, East Coast to West Coast back to East Coast, I would suggest $4,000 to $5,000. $4,000 to $5,000, I would suggest, and that allows you not to have to live lucratively, not to be a cheapskate, although you can, because the more of a cheapskate you can be, the more money you can spend later.
Too, if you're spending $4,000 to $5,000, you're also not staying in $200-300.
Right. If you're bringing 5 G's, you're not staying in $200 to $300 hotels. You can stay in $100 to $150 hotel a couple times, and then stay in a traditional hotel go on Expedia and get it for like $60, and you could even find them for like $40. So 4 to 5 G's back and forth. That'll take care of your food. That'll take care of your gas. That'll take care of your lodging. That'll take care of some of your souvenirs. Go ahead, Kristen.
You also get an oil change before you go.
Right. Also get an oil change before you go.
Car check.
That way and get your car checked. That way you know your car's good to go and you don't break down, because that has to be one of the worst things in the world that you don't want to deal with, breakdown. When you get to your final destination, whether you're under or over, get another oil change. Fresh oil is the bloodline for your car. So that's about where it's at. And then on top of that, 4 to 5 G's, make sure you have extra. And why do you need extra? Jay Drone's telling you 4 to 5 G's will get you there. In case you need to have a safety net. If you get somebody mad in a bar or something, and you get them mad and they come out. I've had this happen in New Mexico, Las Cruces, New Mexico. This happened to us. We were not on this trip. We were picking fights with people in the bar because, dude, I was 18 years old. I was brolic. I was diesel. And my friends were too, and we were messing with the locals and whatnot. And here the locals left. They poured sugar in our gas tank and they slashed all 4 of our tires. Go tally that up. I mean, fortunately, we didn't drive the vehicle so long that it damaged the engine and just had to flush it. But 4 tires is costly, especially out of state, and you kind of want it done like that. That costs money. So you want to have a safety net. I don't have credit cards. My wife has credit cards, but I have my PayPal card, which I kind of use as a bank, and I have a savings on there that if need be, I can tap into. So that's another thing. And again, I'm gonna just flip it around here because we got sun on me. That way you can get a look at the scenery here. It's pretty flat, and the puppy's moving around back there, which I wish he wouldn't. Dog has free roam in the back area. Very nice country. Too cold for me. It's 46 degrees, so the weather is climbing.
Take I-70 East.
Stay back there, puppy. We're going to take I-70 East, which we'll leave it on here until I get to I-70 East. Guys, put the dog back there, please. Like, all the way back. Let's see. I-70 East. I'm not seeing it. And
Stay back.
I-70 West is to the right. I-70 East is straight and then to the left. Going under a bridge. J-Drone does not like bridge. Despite the fact that I like to fly high and I'm not afraid of heights. Turn turning. Despite the fact that I'm not afraid of heights, I like being dropped from high places and whatnot. I don't quite care to be on bridges because, I mean, yeah, they're safe. Whoever fell off a bridge or what bridge collapsed underneath the car probably hasn't happened too often. That's a mild fear of mine. Will I drive on bridges? Yeah, I'll drive on bridges. It's not a problem. But what are you guys up to this morning? I'm just jabberjawing. You guys were typing pretty good there for a minute. The wife's reading them now, so you can type paragraphs if you want to.
512 miles, buddy, to go.
512 miles to go. Let's see.
There, but till your next.
About to head something.
About to head to a gathering of flyers.
A gathering of flyers? I'm a little bit jealous. I haven't been to a gathering of flyers. I haven't hooked up with a group of people that have actually flown before. I got Joseph in 23 miles. I got Richfield in 34 miles. I got Denver in 507 miles. And we are going through an Indian reservation. We'll put that there. Maybe you guys can see that. Somebody wrote something.
About to go to work. Have a safe trip. You are the best. Check in later.
Have fun at work, brother. And I'm happy you're enjoying the show. We are passing Fish Lake National Forest.
We're going to link up soon, bro.
We definitely have to.
That's
Yes, I know. I can see the icon thing. Yeah, we definitely have to link up, brother. I've linked up with two people on this trip, both Drone Days members, one YouTuber, and both people that I talked to probably just about as much as I talked to you, Jersey. The infamous Pablo Drone and his brother Edward Van Drill, and also Paul Barger. Met up with Paul Barger in Vegas, met up with Pablo and his brother in the Route 66 casino. So that was definitely a good deal. And it is getting warm in here. I gotta turn off my heat, turn down my heat. The sun's shining through. It's still only 48 degrees in here, but my heat works really well. And here, I'm gonna show you a not camper. Like, you wanna go camping, get a tent, or get a tow behind. A tow behind, I'm with it. And I got a Porsche SUV coming up, so we're gonna flip around this way. I would like to get in front of this not camper, and I'm gonna show you guys what a not camper is. If you guys don't know what a not camper is, and if anybody has an RV, I'm not knocking you, I'm slightly knocking you, but I'm not knocking you and I'm slightly knocking you. Hopefully you got that. That's not camping right there. Nope, sorry, that's a not camper. They call them campers, they should be called not campers. And by all means, if you have one, I'm a little bit jealous, but you can't consider that a camper, dude. You're not camping, you are chilling in luxury. That's what I consider those by any juncture. So we are moving, guys, and how many miles we got left?
You have, before you hit your next direction, 509 miles. Altogether, you have 782 miles. So you're gonna drive this for 509 miles.
I'm gonna be on this road for 509 miles.
Yeah, that's rough.
And somebody said something.
Laugh out loud, that's a traveling motel.
That's right, exactly.
It's no fun.
And I'm not. No, it could be fun.
It could be, but
it could be
it's
fun.
not the same.
But you're not experiencing the same as the camper. Jersey wrote something.
I eventually plan on going to New Jersey. I will detour your way when I do.
Absolutely, brother. And we can kind of detour. We could detour towards one another. And dog, man, the dog's just climbing. Now he's in the back window. As long as he stays in the back window, you guys can probably see him moving around. Yeah, absolutely, you can see him on there. And he's just getting bounced around back there. I have one drone there that he was chewing on earlier, which was my bugs, and I don't want him chewing on that, so if he starts chewing on it, he's done, and I'm going to have to get him out of that back window. So hopefully he doesn't chew on it. Yeah, you guys can definitely see him. Now he's crawling up. J Drone Show, watching the puppy in the window. Look at the little puppy in the window. And we are going around Big Bend here. And then we got a large mountain in front of us, which will turn it around. It says I'm on a straight stretch. We're on a straight stretch. Flip around. I'm loving this hand-free stuff. There we go. Look at that mountain. Again, Utah, I'm not knocking your state. Just don't like it. And again, I'm just saying that because of the climate that I was it was like a 50. It was like a coin toss. I went from really nice climate to not so nice climate. And the dog is back there, and he loves to chew on stuff. So yeah, he's a puppy. He's definitely a puppy. And I wish I would have had this dash cam type thing for you guys when I went on Bloody 66. Bloody 66 was a nerve-wracking. You want to talk about anxiety? You want to talk about high anxiety? Dude, I should have been smoking reefer on that whole thing. Somebody wrote something.
How much is the doggy in the window?
Free. The doggy in the window was free. I think Jersey wrote something.
That's who wrote it.
Oh, okay, sorry. The doggy in the window was free. It was a gift from an Indian person to my wife. I say an Indian person, an actual Native American guy, a Navajo Indian, gifted it to my wife, and it was free, which is pretty cool, because how many people, one, can say they've driven Route 66? Okay, two, how many people can say that a Navajo Indian gave them an Indian herding dog while driving on Route 66? So not only do we have a crazy Navajo Indian dog, but we got it driving Route 66.
And we got a memory and a good story.
Right, and we got a memory and a good story. And we got a companion now. We have a driving companion that likes to just jump all over the back, all over stuff, make me a little bit nervous because I got my drones back there. All my drones are in cases, besides that Bugs 2. And the only reason I didn't put the Bugs 2 in a case was because I was trying to conserve space. I have a case for a Bugs 2. It's actually a Phantom case that I took the stock Bugs 2 stuff, like the stock thing that came in the box, and just rammed it in there, a little bit of modification, and it worked well. And if you guys didn't catch it, I'm back on the bandwagon. I fell off it, or no, I'm still off the bandwagon. I was on the wagon. I was good, but I fell off, and I'm drinking Monsters again. That's just kind of keep me alert and make sure that I can make these long drives, because that's what we are doing. We are driving long today, but again, it's legal. And I'm not having chest pains like I was when I was drinking them, when I was over consuming them, because I definitely was having chest pains. And we got nice scenery again, so we're gonna get off my ugly mug and just put this that way. Very nice scenery. Utah, I will tell you something. 80 mile per hour. Y'all got roads for 80 mile per hour. Dude, that's the highest out of the United States that I've seen this entire trip. I'm quite impressed with your speed limit. I'm impressed with your roads. I'm impressed with your scenery. I'm impressed with the drivers around here. I'm not impressed with your climate, though. I'm absolutely not impressed with your climate. Your climate is paired right up to the climate that I have at home. And I don't like my climate at home. We're gonna flip it back around to me in 2 seconds, guys. I have a plan. It's gonna take a lot of hard work too. I have a plan. So for about 3 weeks to drive, it cost, again, roughly about $4,000 to $5,000, and we're not down. We still have money. We still have probably, like, I don't know, maybe like a little over a G or something, because we're not doing so much exploring back. We're kind of beelining it back, and if we hit ocean, we are gonna chill a little bit. I got a plan, guys. I don't like winter, right? So I don't like Utah's weather right now because it's like at winter. So winter lasts, we're gonna say after October. So what do we got? November, December, January, February, March, and it's been lasting into April. Somebody wrote something.
I have friends in Utah that are having issues with that groundhog too.
Groundhog? Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. That groundhog that lied to everybody. I gotcha. I thought maybe they had groundhogs in their yard. My brother had gophers in his yard, which I guess maybe are groundhogs. And at the time, he had both of his dogs. And dude, they were terrorizing his dogs. They are mean little animals, digging up holes everywhere and literally cornering 2 small silky-haired terriers. Dude, ruthless animals. Anyway, back to my plan. So, for just shy of a month, it costs like 5 G's. So I'm gonna put my nose to the grindstone, and I'm gonna try to save up some money. I'm gonna try to save up a absorbed amount of money. That way, next winter, maybe I don't gotta be at home. Maybe we can do this travel thing, and I don't gotta be at home. And I know person for sale, and really put my nose to the grindstone and get rid of some of my inventory and not spend it, not lick drones, but to just bank it. And maybe we can have the most epic road trip next winter. That's just an idea for me. That's an idea. So I mean, ideally for 4 months, that'd be like 20 G's. 20 G's just to go wander the United States and not have to pinch pennies and live in the back of my car. Although I'm down to live in the back of my car. It's a little bit small. My wife, she was in a little bit of pain. It was painful, but I'm ready. No pain, no game. Yeah, so yeah, my legs, dude, my legs are all over the place when I sleep. So in a little confined area, you can imagine how my wife felt. We're usually, what do we have, a queen or a king at home? We have a king size bed at home. So going from a queen to just a little bit over the size of a twin and a little bit shorter, definitely a little bit shorter. You can see how she was a little bit uncomfortable. So I don't know. That's a short-term plan. It's like that's like a year plan to try to save up like 20 G's on top of saving money, because I'm not just gonna save that money and blow it. I like to have, like I told you guys, somebody wrote something.
Love the snow and the desert background.
Yes, that's snow, a little bit desert. We got a little bit desert background here. It's a little bit desert. I'm not gonna say it's full-fledged desert. I see a lot of pines. I see a lot of pine trees, and there were no pine trees in the desert. If you can understand what I mean by saying desert. But yeah, so I mean, that's a short-term goal. Save 20 G's in a year, and come next winter, maybe shut my house down. Shut my house down. Maybe bring the cat with me. Maybe bring the cat with us. Because dude, she's I can see her. I have cameras on my house, and she's doing good. But I know once we get back, she's going to be a ball of love, because she's a very affectionate cat. And my wife says she's going to be a pain in the rear, which she will. But can you blame her? A cat that normally is up my butt like a dog, and up my wife's butt like a dog, because she's super affectionate. She's been alone for, I don't think we've been gone quite 3 weeks yet. The 26th will be 3 weeks. So we are, I believe, like 6, 7, 5. We're about 5 days shy of 3-week mark. So I don't know. Plans. And then in that juncture, you guys, some of the guys that I talk to on a daily, some of the guys that are on my YouTube, maybe we can make a trip surrounding that. We can make a trip to go hit Jersey up. Not Jersey, but the flying Jersey up. Make a trip to hit some of you guys up. Actually, maybe just spend a day with you guys. Right, just that could be a road trip right then and there. A YouTube road trip, a Facebook Drone Days road trip, going. I mean, obviously, we wouldn't go to Florida and then back up to New York and then head out to Cali and then back out to St. Louis. we want to kind of make a nice line of it. We would definitely want to kind of make a nice line of it where we were doing things kind of in order. But I think we could definitely make that happen, man. And I would love to do that. And YouTube, I'm making a little bit of money on YouTube. I'm not making sustainable money. I can't live off of what I'm making off on YouTube. I can't. It's a nice. When I was doing the catering thing, I'm not doing the catering thing anymore. If you guys wanted to know, this is the first time I'm actually going public saying it. I'm not doing the catering thing anymore. I'm doing the YouTube thing full time. I'm doing the drone thing full time. I have side ventures for a family that I work for, that I have income coming from there that I'm able to live off of here and there. But dude, I would love to do the YouTube thing. Just plain point period. I would love this channel to get so large that that's sustainable. It's just like, dude, I don't gotta worry about nothing. Just go. YouTube's gonna take care of you. Until then, I'm gonna do as much as I can for you guys. What do you mean you're gonna do as much as you can for you guys? You're gonna bake brownies and send them through the mail? No, that's not gonna happen. My wife could probably bake brownies and send them worldwide. So if you guys want her to do that, just comment. And she's probably cringing, like, no, don't do that. No, she said she'll do it. Jersey said something.
Everyone here can help.
Right. Everyone here can help grow this YouTube. Everyone here can help. We had a dead pocket. I apologize for that. And my ears are popping. Dropping elevation. If you want to help this channel grow, if you like a video that I've done, a good one would be that water park video that I just did with the Spark. I'm blown away by it. Pablo Drone was blown away by it. Paul even said he was pretty envious of the video that I got off of it. Just share my videos, guys, because if you have friends, chances are you have a lot of the same interests, and they would probably like what you like. Copy the URL, drop it on your timelines, drop it at people, throw it at people, ram J-Drone down people's throats. That's going to help this channel grow huge. Jersey did say something.
He said if you have $1, go to his Patreon and become a patron. If you enjoy what he do, go there and help him out.
Bam! You guys can do that too, $1. And again, $1 is not going to get me to Vegas, but if I'm almost at 6,000 people. If 6,000 people drop $1, dude, I'm good with that. Even if 6,000 people dropped a quarter, 6,000 and half is $1,500. With the help of my wife and a little bit of other income, we can definitely do that. But again, guys, if you don't want to throw money at J-Drone, not asking you guys to. If you would like to, I appreciate you. Biggest thing, and it's also in sales. If you guys do sales, if you have a business, word of mouth. Word of mouth is the biggest thing here. If you like what I'm doing, if you like the drones, if you like me per se, and you want to help the channel, copy and paste. Copy and paste that URL all over the place. Be like, yo, check out my homie. Check out what he did. Yo, look at this abandoned water park dude just hit. And I have a walkthrough of it. Dude, this ear won't pop. I got an ear that I can barely hear out of, and I'm waiting for it to pop. I can feel pressure building up. We are losing altitude, and it's very annoying, man. I can deal with it though. I'm gonna flip the camera around because we are entering Utah mountains that they just crushed through. They said like they had to have built through this like a mad. And we turned the radio on again. Bam! So look at this. Look at where, and we came through this to get to where we were. This I think is pretty cool. I haven't been through anything quite like this. Pennsylvania, we have very small stretches of this, but dude, these guys carved through these mountains like champs. And you'll probably be able to see it when we go around this bend here. Like we were hugging it coming in. Yeah, all right, we are back. Somebody wrote something. Trying to reconnect. All right, we are back again. Again, it keeps popping in and out. We do have 4G, 3 bars right now, so we are back. We are done buffering. Stop buffering. Utah, get more cell towers, please. I would greatly appreciate more cell towers. But we've lost altitude. My ear still hasn't popped yet. My wife said her ears didn't pop at all. I guess I'm sensitive to altitude changes. Jersey, you still there? I don't know how many people are still there. I think I said 3 or 4 maybe.
I don't know how to even tell. Let me refresh it.
We'll turn it around. We got 4 there. And I keep hitting that. My radio button's right where the palm of my hand is hitting. We're out of the mountains where snow is. We are in 50-degree weather. 50-degree weather. We are 15 miles from Richfield. We are 34 miles from something, 1 mile from Joseph Monroe. And what do we got? We got a billboard. I haven't seen a billboard in such a long time. What's on it? It's nothing great. Quality Inn. Exit 37, downtown Richmond. We got tons of billboards on the other side of the road.
Said, hey, J-Joe.
Who did?
PD Tech.
PD Tech. What up, brother? What's going on, bro? Happy you checked in with me. We're just making a long drive out of Utah. We were up in the mountains where it was snowing. Right now there is no snow on the ground, so I'm happy. I don't want to see snow right yet. I want to be able to get back home and it be spring. That's what I want. I mean, it is spring at home, but we're dealing with snow. We're dealing with wind. We're dealing with cold conditions. So I'm not ready for the snow. I wasn't ready waking up today with frost on my car. Jersey, are you still there? If you are, I know I was buffering through some stuff. Somebody said something.
Yeah, it looks like a nice drive. Thanks for the shout out.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Hey, Jersey will tell you hand over foot. I mean, I'm good friends with Jersey. I could be good friends with you too. We can talk. You can also find me on Facebook through Drone Days. I'm the only admin of Drone Days, and it's the one with like 22,000 people worldwide. You can meet me up on there, and we can chit chat and whatnot. But I'm always happy to help other YouTubers out. I'm happy to throw shout outs out. I don't know if you do anything on YouTube, if you do reviews, tech reviews or whatnot. If you do, let me know. We can talk about it now. But yeah, dude, that's what YouTube is. YouTube is a very large community of individuals trying to do something. What you're trying to do, that's on you. What I'm trying to do, that's clear. I like to travel. I like to fly drones. I like to help people. That kind of sums it up. And along with the travel, sightseeing, urbex, driving, cars, history, it all kind of balls in. So the J Drone channel is pretty diverse. We got a lot of things going on here. Anybody else out there, obviously you guys have YouTube channels, but are there any other YouTube creators out there? We got a paragraph.
I always check in with your channel and have a big interest in the Route 66 drive you have been doing. I'm also a big fan of drones.
Cool. Big fan of drones and Route 66. I will have more footage coming out from Route 66. For the most part, we're done with Route 66. I do believe as we hit south, like I went north and now I'm going south again, southeast, we might coincide with Route 66 for a very small stretch, but I have so much footage, man. I have so much footage of Route 66. I have spark footage that I haven't put on YouTube yet of Route 66. So when I get home for a while, probably for like the next 2 to 3 weeks when I get home, I'm going to be doing some editing and laying down more Route 66 stuff, as well as new drone reviews. I have 2 Hubsan drones sitting at home. I haven't flown yet. I also have another one. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it looks like, but I know I have another drone on my kitchen table that I've done an unboxing. It was too windy to fly it, that I also need to fly it as well. Awesome, man. And as you guys know, I'm open to suggestions. I am very open to suggestions. My channel was predominantly drones. It was predominantly drones, and I threw up 1 or 2 abandoned videos. Mainly when I did the abandoned thing. I wasn't really doing it for you guys. I was doing it for me and my wife to take pictures. But the 1 or 2 that I threw up, then I got people saying, dude, you should do more abandoned stuff. I'm interested in the abandoned stuff. So then it split the channel into probably like 60% drones, 30% urbex. And that was because you guys suggested it. So if you guys have any suggestions, you want me to learn how to sew or something and do a sewing channel, that's not going to happen, but it would be a good suggestion.
Said hello, J Drone.
You said John?
John C.
John C. What up? What's going on, brother? Happy to see you here. Happy that you are traveling with me and the wife.
A new biz machine. Still here enjoying the scenery.
Nice. Well, right now you're not enjoying the scenery, but we can fix that. Give me a second. Let me take a sip.
John C., if you go to Kings Island, don't go on the weekend.
If you go to Kings Island, don't go on the weekend. I will take that to note. I would assume high people traffic. And here's a little look at the scenery, guys. There's a lot of you guys that are commenting. Do me a favor. On my end, I could see my cell phone shaking up and down a little bit. I know iPhones have stabilization in it, and I see it transition into some of my abandoned videos where it cuts out a lot of shake. Is it cutting out the bouncing up and down? Are you?
Too shaky on mine.
My wife says it doesn't look too shaky on hers. She's watching with you. That's how when I'm looking at the road, I'm able to see her comments because she's narrating. What about you guys? Are you the same boat? It's pretty stable. If it's pretty stable, I'm happy because I just got this mount. I do plan on doing a review of this mount. That you guys can know how you can go hands-free if you were like me. Like, dude, this is how I was driving. I was holding it like right here. I was holding the cell phone right here, and then when I'd switch it over, I'd put it on my steering wheel, operate it with 2 hands, and it was very distracting. Not to the point where I couldn't drive.
There's a little wobble. It ain't bad though.
Good. As long as it ain't bad, I can deal with it ain't bad. As long as you guys aren't complaining about it and it's not going to make anybody seasick where they're going to have to take Dramamine pills or something, or it's making somebody puke, I'm good with that because, again, this channel has progressed. If you guys want to see how this channel has progressed, go to J Drone's videos. Go to my videos, go to the channel videos. Click on oldest. You'll see. I was only loading in, I think, like 480p. And in the first couple of videos, I had in the drone room a smoke detector alarm that was chirping. So I was doing voiceovers in my drone room. I was recording off of a waterproof hat cam that was only recording in like 480. Excuse me, a lot of talking, froggy throat. And you guys said it. And again, it comes back to the suggestion part. Why don't you get better quality? And I was a little bit snooty on it. Did somebody say something?
I do drone videos.
Who do?
Anubis Machine.
Spell it.
ANUBISMACHINE.
Anubis Machine does drone videos. Go check out Anubis Machine. Myself, if I can remember to, or Anubis after this is published, or go on one of my other videos and say, hey, it's me from your live video. Check out my channel. Don't drop the link because then it'll be put in the spam box. But if you do that, then I can just click on your icon and I can check out your channel. If you got something that I'm interested in, which you said you have drones, there's a very good possibility I'll sub. And a lot of people will do the same thing that's watching this. They kind of will follow me and kind of do the same thing. If you have cool drone stuff, you might gain some subs from it. And I'm not saying that for people to be like, yeah, go over to J Drone, he'll get you subs. But that's usually how it works. We're here to help one another. Again, it goes back to that community thing. All right, we are getting into farming land here. Just show anybody who doesn't know what farm looks like. That's farm. What up, farm? I don't know what they're farming. That actually might be dairy. Or no, those tall things aren't dairy. Chickens? Maybe chickens? Big chicken coops? Somebody said something.
Holy cow, you're at 5,000 subs.
5,000 subs, yes. I am getting close to 6,000. I'm getting close to 6,000. It's been growing and it's been tumbling pretty nicely. And I understand I lose a lot of subs. I really do. I lose, I mean, I gain more than I lose. But I think a lot of people come into this channel, whether they've seen an urban exploration video, they've seen me clowning around, they've seen a drone video, there's a couple other things that I do that I can't think of off the top of my head, a tech review. So here, they've seen one genre of my video, whether it's me goofing off and whatnot, drone video, a tech review, travel video, urbex, whatever, and then they expected that. They expected, bam, I found it. I found the holy grail for urbex. I found the holy grail for LED lights. And then I don't do something with urbex for a little while, and I do stuff with drones, LED lights and whatnot, and then I think they get a little bit discouraged where it's like, I didn't sign on for this. And I can completely understand it. I can understand that 100-fold. But I'm trying to be, again, well traversed. I'm trying to offer you guys a little bit of a mold. And I know I have some hardcore drone people.
Well, yeah, people that you're friends with and you can close
right.
to, they know what to expect.
Exactly. I have some hardcore drone people that signed on for J Drone for drones. But they've been following me because they fell into that mold. They've molded themselves to be like, wow, travel's cool. Everybody likes travel. Everybody likes seeing different things, I would think. And then, wow, urban exploration. Myself, before I started doing it, I never checked out urban exploration. I came up on a couple of abandoned properties and I was hooked. I didn't even know it was a hobby. I didn't know there was a mass population of people doing it. I didn't know. And I'm sure a lot of people prior to me doing it that were involved with drones did not know it was a thing. But it is. Like Tomb Raider. I'm sure all you guys are familiar with Lara Croft Tomb Raider, whether it's from the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, or they might have PlayStation 3 game, or the movies. What is Tomb Raider? Tomb Raider's exploration. I mean, she's doing it on a higher level and going through booby traps and whatnot and finding treasure. I'm not so much doing it like that, but that's the modern day Tomb Raider, is urban exploration. Comment.
It's like their curiosity in drones and how they work.
Yes. Curiosity in drones.
It's like their curiosity in drones and how they work.
What's that mean?
Well, I don't know what he's saying, but like it could, maybe he means like their curiosity with you is
Bam, or that could be, maybe reiterate that, brother. That way we have a complete understanding of what you're talking about.
I love the extras you put out. You actually got me into the abandoned bando sites.
Good, see? And that's what I'm talking about, because again, dude, I didn't follow no abandoned person on YouTube. I followed the drone guys. But once I hit my first abandoned thing, I started doing a little bit of research on it, found it's huge. But that's, dude, it's like back in the day. It's like back in the day at grandma's house. You're eating cereal. Dude, back in the day, they put prizes in that cereal. After you got done eating the cereal, you got something extra. You got a prize.
What's up, Brother Jay?
Who said that? Roadkill! Roadkill in the house. My brother from Florida. I believe it's Florida. I'm almost positive it's Florida. I'm like 300% positive it is Florida. What's going on, brother? We're running from Utah. We went up north to Utah, and there was snow, and there was frost on my car, and I don't like it, and now it looks like we're heading back into desert terrain. We're heading down southeast. Somebody wrote something.
People are interested on what types and the quality of drones. Somebody else said, yep, they love the cereal prizes.
Bam!
And Perth West Oz says, I'm back. Feed is good now, Butch.
Sweet. Happy that you are back, Perth West. Perth West is one of my brothers from Australia. So we are worldwide here, whether it's UK, Australia. I know I have a couple friends in different islands. And here, our terrain has changed greatly. Just in probably like 100 miles, I would say. We are back to desert. We are back to desert climate, which I was running away from, and I thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side, and the grass was not greener. The grass was whiter, and there was snow, and there was frost. So I'm happy to be back in the desert. Because that was the main objective, get away from the desert. Yeah, well, I don't like that. I don't like that they have these cones there, and they have rumble strips so close to these. It's like bound for somebody to hit these rumble strips.
Diane 1616 at work, but senior live so high.
Is that Diane from home, Diane?
Know.
Diane 1616, are you Diane from home, or are you Diane from somewhere across the world? Like this, they should really have those cones over more. They should give us a full lane, because they're not giving us a full lane. And you're about to see J-Drone smash one of these cones.
Diane from home.
Okay, what's up, Diane from home? And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to teeter this white line here and hopefully not hit another rumble strip.
Perth West said clear sky is good for flying.
Yes, clear sky is good for flying.
Not wind.
Not the wind. It's quite windy here. So the wind's not great. I plan the next 2 days just to drive. And hopefully we'll get to a destination where maybe we can relax and maybe we can get the drone out and whatnot, and possibly maybe we'll be at an ocean and maybe dip our feet in some water. That'd be nice, because the only water that yeah, go here. Oh, we're in the desert, and that's where I ran from. I ran from the desert to Utah. Now I'm running from Utah back to the desert. Somebody wrote something.
Which drones did you bring with you?
The drones that I brought with me. I brought my yellow Spark. I brought my Bugs 2W, the red one, that's modded with the 5.8 gigahertz transmitter on the back of it, and the Q6 underneath it, and the receiver to the cell phone that I put on top of the controller. And I have the Tello, and I have 4 whoops. I think that covers everything that I have. I have the Maker Fire armor whoop, I have the jumper whoop, I have the 010, and I have the 011, and they're all whoop. They have all 5.8 gigahertz on them.
Roadkill said no Grand Canyon or Hoover Dam.
No Grand Canyon or Hoover Dam, brother. That'll be another trip, I think. That'll be another trip. We were close to the Grand Canyon, but I kind of wanted to relax, and I kind of didn't relax. We got a campsite. We got a campsite in Needles, California, in the desert, which was nice. And ideally, what I wanted to do was just chill there. I wanted to chill there. I wanted to lay down. I wanted to fly some drones. I wanted to relax. And I kind of did it, but I kind of didn't. I mean, every day, like the one day we went to Vegas and we stayed in Vegas. The other days we were running, we went to Abandoned Water Park, which was like 2+ hours away, which was
so hot.
Well worth it. My wife said it was so hot. I'm pretty good with heat. I'm pretty good with heat. And even the cold, dude, it's like almost freezing where we just were in Utah. shorts and sandals. Sorry, I'm not taking off my shorts and sandals. I'll put a different pair of shorts on. But I'm not putting on sneakers. I'm not putting on pants the rest of this trip. I don't care how cold it is. Vegas was awesome, man. I will have an edit on Vegas. I don't know if Paul Barker still has his live feed of Vegas, but if he does, you definitely want to go check out that live feed that I was with him. I met him, and the grimy part of Vegas was awesome.
Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam in California is another trip in itself.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's definitely another trip in itself. We didn't want to mash it up into this trip. The way out, Route 66, and abandoned stuff, and ghost towns and whatnot. And I have more footage that I need to load. And I have, I think I'm 2 days behind on the Route 66 nutshell videos that I've been making for you guys, kind of highlights of the day. I have like 2 more of those to load, I think. And eventually here we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing, probably in a day or 2. I think where we're going to be in a day or 2, we are going to be able to do a little sightseeing and take a little more pictures, and then maybe I'll do a nutshell video of where we are. So we'll definitely heading towards that, and we definitely got out of the snow, and I'm happy we got out of the snow. Somebody wrote something.
James Branch, love your drone, or love your vids. Every time wife says I have too many drones, I show her your shed. Laugh out loud. Thanks.
Yes. Well, see, you haven't seen my shed. I should hook you guys up. I should hook you guys up with the full total. But dude, that's an out. That's an out for your guys' wives. Because you have too many drones, and maybe you have 5, maybe you have 10, right? And then you show her J drones, and so Roadkill wrote something.
Okay, yeah. Diana asked how many days left, and Roadkill wrote, "What did you think of the pawn shop?"
The pawn shop sucked. How many days left? I'm unsure, Diane. I'm gonna say maybe 6 tops. 6 days tops. Might be shorter. The pawn shop sucked. It was cool to be there. None of the guys were in there. It was a lot smaller than what it shows on the TV channel. So on the TV channel, they had to have cameras like smashed against the walls to get the perception that it was larger. They didn't have the cool, interesting stuff that they showed on the TV show there. I have a video of that. It's not video, it's a slideshow, because I wasn't allowed to take video in there. It was just pictures. They said do pictures, so I snapped pictures. Roadkill said something.
No, Roadkill didn't.
Perth West said something.
He said, which pawn shop? Pawn Stars?
Yes, Pawn Stars, from the TV show with the bald guy and Chum Lee and the old grandpa that looks like he ate shellfish and his eyes swelled up.
Yeah, I saw the slideshow, Roadkill said.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Somebody else said something
Diane
about that.
said the shop on the show is a set, I heard. No, it's definitely the shop.
No, it's definitely the shop, man. It's definitely the shop. It's definitely the outside of it. The parking lot there is definitely is. They just must clear 90% or have a limit of how many people are allowed in there when they're shooting. And I think Perth said
He said, yep, I know the one. We get the show here.
Yeah, and I love the show. I'll stay up late to watch that show. It's a lot of history, and I like history, and it's a lot of oddities and whatnot. If you can scroll up through the comments, maybe like 2 or 3 above where we started talking about the pawn shop, somebody had said something, and I was saying something, and I got diverted.
No, Grand Canyon or Hoover Dam.
Okay,
Grand
below.
Canyon, Hoover Dam in California, another trip in itself.
Below that.
I show her your shed, laugh out.
Okay, shed. Okay, so yes. If you have like 5 to 10, even 20 drones, and your wife is getting on your case, if you're up for the drone days, or go to a couple of my indoor flight videos from the winter where I'm flying, I'm worried about it. That's weird though. Scranton, PA is quite close to home, and I don't recognize the number, so I just hung up with it because I am online with you guys. What was I saying? Oh, drone room. Yes, use it as an out, because the next thing's going to be like, well, he's not married. Well, yeah. Yeah, I am married. You can tell I am married. My wife puts up with my stuff really, really well. She gets sick of it here and there because it becomes overwhelming. I become overwhelming. Yeah, dude, use it as out. Then the next thing's going to be like, if you have kids. Well, he doesn't have kids. Yeah, we do. My wife and I, we have almost 18-year-old graduating out of high school. We also have a 12-year-old, almost 13. So I mean, that's it. I think that's the course of action for the wives to say, to try to counter. Well, look what J-Drone has. And I'm just a normal dude. I'm really a normal dude. I don't have a trust fund. I wish I had a trust fund. I don't have a trust fund from some rich grandpa that died or something. Dude, I've worked hard. I've worked very hard 90% of my life, man. The other 5%, I was Party J, and I was not a productive member of society. And the other 5%, I was a slacker. Man, we got a comment.
Glad you are having a good time. Glad to get back in with sis up here at hospice. Peace out, brother.
Later, Roadkill, and again, very sorry to hear about your sister, brother. I wish you all the best. Prayers your way, and prayers. That's all I'm gonna say. Prayers and positive vibes, bro. Definitely wish you the best with that. And go ahead, somebody wrote something.
Cigarette breaker back to work for me. That was Diane.
All right, Diane. Have fun at work. There's a little bit of scenery as you are entering your workage. Little scenery for the workage. You could put me on silent and just like post me up somewhere.
Roadkill said thank you, means a lot.
Absolutely, Roadkill. Perth West, maybe?
Perth West was telling Roadkill that he's sorry.
Yep.
And stay safe. John C. Good old mountains.
Yes, good old mountains with no snow. I can see the mountains with the snow, and that's where we stayed, in the mountains with the snow. But we're below that now. We are below that, and we are getting into desertish climates, which, again, we ran from the desert, guys. We ran from the desert, and I touched on it yesterday, and I'll touch on it again. So just give me a second. And here, we'll play a little trivia. Who wants to play trivia with J-Drone? Bum, bum, bum. You could be the next winner on J-Drone channel playing trivia with J-Drone. What are you going to win? You are going to win a invisible star that you can pin on your...
If you want to
Yes.
play trivia with
Dun,
me.
dun, dun. Bing, bing, bing. So, ba, 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 ba. Name the song. Ba, ba, ba. Name the song. Somebody wrote something.
Awesomeness, love it, similar stories, safe travels, yard work for me.
Right on, brother. Appreciate the safe travels. So that song, ba 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 ba. My wife can probably do it better. Go ahead.
No, because you killed it. Like, I don't. Bum, 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 bum.
Bam. Anybody got it? Anybody got the bum bumps? Anybody know what it's from? If you've been following the feed for the past day or so, you should be able to get it. Because I've referred back to this a couple times. Anybody know that song? Name that song. Name that tune with J-Drone. You could be the next winner and have an invisible gold pin on your chest. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody want to tell?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. No, and I'm not sure how that one goes either. Come on. Come on. We're in the desert. Has something
It's a
to do.
desert song.
It's a desert song. There's an animal involved. There's an animal involved in this desert song. Ba 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 ba.
Horse with no name.
Ding 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 ding. We have a winner. Roadkill, you are the next contestant who has won the invisible gold star to pin on your chest. Pin it on your chest and wear it proud. Yes. So somebody wrote something underneath that.
Baba Black Sheep.
No, we are not singing Baba Black Sheep. Roadkill got it. So anyway, we did a little bit of research. Riding on a horse with, here, you sing it.
Sing what?
The song.
I'm not singing it.
Just sing it.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
Okay, so we've been through the desert on a horse with no name. One, why did the horse have no name? So we had to dig a little deeper. We had to get a little more understanding. We had to go to Google. And we did. We went to Google and we tried to figure out what the horse's name was. And we got one answer. We got one possible answer. It's not a definite answer. It is a possible answer. It is a possible name for the horse. And the possible name for the horse was heroin.
His name was Ed first. It was not Ed.
What did he say?
His name was Ed.
Oh, his name was Ed.
It definitely was not Ed.
Dude, here. Another trivia with J-Drone. Who's going to be the next contestant to win another invisible gold star to pin on their chest? So, Perth West said Ed. So, what was the name of that show with the talking horse?
Something Ed.
Mr. Ed.
Yep.
A horse is a horse, of course, unless it's Mr. Ed. I think that's how the song went.
A horse is a course, of course.
Right? A horse is a horse, of course, or of course, and something, Mr. Ed. Right? So Mr. Ed was a black and white, I think the show was black and white, where the horse talked. How? And then, ding, 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 we need a winner. Let's get down and ring your buzzer. Your buzzer's hitting and hitting return. That's your buzzer. How did they get the horse to talk? I know how they got the horse to talk. How did they get that horse to move his jabba jaws? Who wants the gold star? Who wants the invisible gold star? Roadkill, do you want to go for 2 if you are still here? I know you said you had to get up to your sister.
Roadkill said peanut butter.
Ding, 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 ding. Roadkill has the second gold star on his chest. Peanut butter. Yes, they used peanut butter. They put it in his gobs and it made the horse talk. Who would have known, right? That's pretty cool. Somebody said something below Roadkill.
Yeah, if it was black and white, they animated his mouth.
No, they did not animate his mouth. That was a real horse.
He said, how peanut butter?
They put it underneath his lips, I think. I think they put it underneath his lips. Somehow, like, I guess you would jam chew in your lip, but they put peanut butter in there, and the horse is trying to move around and get the peanut butter out of there, and it's flapping its jaws and making it look like he's talking. Yeah, they didn't animate it, man. That was...
said, okay, I really have to go now. Love you guys. Be safe.
Love you too, brother. You got 2 gold stars on your chest. Wear it proud. And again, blessings and positive vibes your way. I know what you got ahead of you, and I wish you all my way. That maybe I got dumb. I was in California. I I didn't go far in California. I was in Needles, and I believe where that water park was in California as well. Did somebody write something about TV?
I don't see anything about TV. I see by Butch and I just cruise by California.
All right, I guess if said something about TV, retype it. But let's see here.
Classic TV show.
Dragnet. It's a little rough. I mean, Dragnet is like saltine crackers. Back in saltine crackers. It's a little rough. But I like it. I absolutely like Dragnet. I don't know if any of you guys are